Welcome everyone. Today I have a ZZZ patch 1.6 new character preparation and also team comp guide. Looking behind me, I have been preparing for the latest patch of characters. You can see this Silver Soldier Anby, this Trigger, and there's also Preacher over here. And the first part of the character preparation, we'll look into the required materials to get Silver Soldier Anby to the maximum level, together with her ascensions, with her talents, and also with the ascension materials for her limited banner weapon. On the second part of the video, we'll go through the possible team compositions with Silver Soldier Anby together with Trigger for the limited banner 1.6 characters, and also together with 1.5 and also previous characters that had their rerun like Qingyi, and also tons of other characters that can go with Silver Anby, probably easier to call her that way. And you can see there's tons of free-to-play potential characters and also other characters that could work with her. We'll look into all the characters that is possible with S rank and also A rank that can go with Silver Soldier Anby together with stunners and also supporters on the second part of the video. So coming over to our first part of the video. Now because Silver Soldier Anby is going to be an attack electric character, it is more recommended to get her to the maximum ascension because she scales better with base attack damage and also higher stats. And you can see we have prepared level 50 and also level 60 over here for each of the characters. And you can see the required essential materials and that's everything that's needed. You can also see the tally up over here. To make things easier, if you don't want to see each of the parts over here, you can scroll down over here to see the boss materials for her talent materials that likely will be coming with patch 1.6. And finally, you can see a summarized version of getting her to the maximum ascension. And even though it is a lot of Denny's and also a lot of ascension materials, you can cut down a little bit in terms of the skill abilities. We won't be getting all the skills to level 12, and this will dramatically reduce the cost. Similarly, if you guys are preparing for the essential materials for the limited banner for Anby, this particular weapon will be an attacking weapon that costs around 400,000 Denny's and those essential materials and also weapon material experience. So the first part is for you guys to prepare for Anby and also get her to the highest level before or after patch 1.6. On to the second part. So this is the focus of what are the possible teams that we can run with Silver Soldier Anby. The first thing we can notice with Anby is she likely wants to stay on the field, while the other limited banner stunner character Trigger is likely going to be the best in slot stunner for her, simply because Trigger is also electric. Trigger can be more of an off-field stunner, and of course those characters are combined for patch 1.6 for a reason, right? So yes, Silver Soldier Anby and also Trigger is likely going to be the best in slot for a lot of teams you're going to see over here. Starting with our team composition, because Asterial is very popular and she can be in most of the teams, one of the best supporting characters for those two will be Silver Soldier Anby, Trigger, and also Asterial. As we keep going, if you guys don't have Trigger yet, or if you don't plan to go for Trigger, having Qingyi can also work with Silver Anby. This can also be combined with Asterial over here. Now for the cases we want to be a little more durable, having Anby, Trigger, and also Caesar over here can allow us to push for higher tower content, and similarly, the second replacement for Trigger will be Qingyi. Now, in terms of Qingyi and also Trigger, which is the better stunner? Well, the clear difference is that Qingyi wants to be on the field a little longer, which will take away the field time from Silver Soldier Anby. Caesar over here can always be a quick swapping character, so in that sense, having two quick swapping characters with Silver Soldier Anby is by far the best choice. But not everyone will go for both Trigger and also Silver Soldier Anby, right? At the same time, if you guys want to boost your electric damage, especially your penetration for Anby, having a mono electric team with Trigger, Anby, and also Reina can be some of the highest damage teams available. Together with abilities to get higher mindscape with Reina, this team has the potential to do a lot more damage. Now we have mentioned about how using Asterial, and Asterial can work with Qingyi of course, and this is one of the more traditional combination I'm thinking of running as well. As we keep going, let's briefly consider some of the free-to-play characters that can go with Anby. Now of course it is possible to go with Anby, the attacking Anby, and also Anby, the free-to-play supporting Anby. this will give you double MBs. And of course, I do think Chingy is the better alternative over here. And Seth can be an alternative for the replacement if you do not have a great stunner. So as a free-to-play team composition with Silver Soldier Anby, you could consider having Anby, Seth, and also Silver Soldier Anby. And of course, at the same time, it is more preferable to go with Chingy, Seth, and also Silver Soldier Anby. Now during this time, let's briefly have a look at some of the other potential limited banner characters. Lighter, even though Lighter boosts the fire and also ice damage, Lighter is a quick swap off-field stunning character, so this can still work with Anby. You can even consider having some of the stunning and also additional stun characters to help her to get the stun threshold. Yanagi is going to be a very fast stretch to go with Anby because both characters kind of want to be on the field, but nevertheless, I think this can be doable if you have Anby, Yanagi, and also one more stunning or supporting electric characters. And yes, finally, Anby can potentially go with Grace, and again, Grace is not going to be the best alternative to run in the Anby composition. So this is why I have those three characters as optional and also much lower in terms of the tier list and also in terms of the composition. Preferably, if you're going for free-to-play characters, those three characters can be great with Anby. And of course, we're looking to some more characters over here as well. As we come back over here, you can see most of the characters here are selected as limited banner characters, with the exception with Reina over here, which is actually seeing a rise in those electric comps with Haramasa and also with Anby with electronic attackers. Electronic. So, what do you want to combine with Anby? And here we can see there's a lot of potential stunners. So Trigger and also Chingy is definitely going to be the top notch of the characters. Now Pressure over here, the A rank patch 1.6 stunning characters, I'm calling her free. So she is potentially the alternative as well if you want to go more free to play. And at the same time, any stunning characters like Ken Collider, anyone that can help you to get the stun threshold can help Silver Soldier Anby, but they are not going to be best in slot. So having at least one of those stunning characters over here can be great. You can go from the right to the left, and this kind of fits the synergies and also priorities of the characters. So similarly, in terms of supporting characters, having Astrid over here is definitely great. Having Reina is great, having Nicole is great, and finally Lucy and also Sokaku is not going to be the best in slot for the electric character, but they can still work if you don't have other characters. But because you almost 100% likely to have Nicole as one of the supporting characters, so if you don't have Astrid, if you don't have Reina, having Nicole as a supporting character, together with Pressure over here with a 1.6, A rank stunning physical character can still work. And those are some of my recommendations to go with the team composition for Silver Soldier Anby. So let us know in the comments below, guys, which of the team composition would you be running for her? Are you going to summon for Silver Soldier Anby? And also, are you going to summon for the other patch 1.6 characters like Trigger, and how you plan to go with 1.6? So for me personally, just a brief summary, I haven't decided whether I want to summon for Silver Soldier Anby or if I want to wait to see what is available in patch 1.7 and also the future patches. We're getting very close to patch 2.0 for Zenless Season 0, and usually once we get to patch, a major patch, there may be a massive change in the meta, characters, and also synergies. So this is why you can see I fully committed in getting Astrid because this is a supporting character. There's always a saying in the Chinese community, it's like the supporting and so stunning characters are here to stay, while the attackers are usually always replaced with better version of attackers. So this is why I'm a little hesitant, even though I want Silver Soldier Anby. I'm not sure if I should be using my free-to-play currency on her, or maybe saving for patch 2.0. So let us know in your thoughts as well, in terms of which of the class of the characters should you be summoning. At the moment, I'm fully focused on getting the supporting, the stunning characters, and then finding one of the strongest attackers, and then go full out for those characters. Now that said, I am quite tempted to summon for Silver Soldier Anby because I'm currently using Zhu Yuan and also Ellen, and those characters are starting with patch 1.0, right? So yes, on the second thought, now if I want to try my luck, I definitely will summon for Silver Soldier Anby over Trigger, because I feel compared to Trigger and also Anby, I will actually prefer Anby because of her abilities to do a lot of damage compared to my current team. So again, I'm a little hesitant at the moment, and I'll let you guys know in the future whether I want to summon for both of the characters, summon for one of them, or save up for patch 1.7. Now, similar to all of the videos, if you want to follow the notes, those will be available in the links below. And if you find my videos helpful and you want to see more future videos for the ZZZ and also other games to come, make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep the notification on for the latest content.